Welcome to Yorwaste. The following induction video is to ensure that all site users visiting our facility receive all the information they require in order to operate on site in a safe and responsible manner. The following site rules and procedures apply to all site users, and they must be complied with to ensure the health, safety and welfare of both yourself and others. Failure to follow these rules may restrict you or your employer from visiting all Yorwaste facilities, so please, if in doubt, ask a member of site staff for advice, clarification or assistance. All site users must report directly to the weighbridge on arrival, providing all necessary documentation. Await further instruction before moving off the weighbridge. Customers must follow exactly the instructions given by all site staff. Please note that all open-top vehicles or containers must be sheeted or netted on arrival and during transit to the disposal area. Unless otherwise instructed, proceed directly to the discharge area by the designated route. Please obey all traffic signs, speed limits, and any signals given by staff whilst on site. Be aware and always keep a safe distance from moving heavy plant, equipment and vehicles that operate on this facility. You must always stop your vehicle and check that it's safe to proceed before entering any buildings or tipping areas. If in doubt, or if there's any pedestrians or mobile plant operating in the area, please ensure you've been given the go-ahead to access by a member of staff. Do not approach the discharge area until it's clear and there's enough room to manoeuvre safely. Wait if sufficient space is not available. Only one person, usually the driver, may leave the vehicle cab unless it's essential for a colleague to assist in discharging the load. Stand well clear of tipping vehicles, particularly on windy days. Ensure that you always stand in the immediate area of your vehicle and in a position where you're visible to other drivers and operators. Never walk on or handle any of the waste on site, and please take particular care to avoid coming into contact with or standing on sharp objects. Never climb on loads or vehicles. Always use designated walkways and pay particular care when crossing traffic routes, for example at the weighbridge, that may have traffic approaching from both directions. If you have a problem unloading, for example contamination with hazardous waste, fire, or if it's jammed, please contact site staff immediately for assistance. Jogging of loads is strictly forbidden. After discharging your waste, ensure that your vehicle body is fully lowered and the tailgate or rear doors are secure before moving off. Report back to the weighbridge operator and await further instructions before safely leaving site. Personal protection equipment is mandatory and must be worn at all times in operational areas of the site. Safety footwear, high-vis jacket or waistcoat, and hard hat are the minimum requirements for all contractors, the exact specification of which can be found in your induction notes. We do, however, recommend the use of safety glasses, high-vis trousers and cut-resistant gloves. Additional items of PPE may be required when operating in certain areas, for example hearing protection. Clear signage will advise you on the requirements. In the event of a site emergency or fire, the alarm can be raised by using one of the call points clearly indicated around the site. If you hear the site alarm, please report to the site assembly point immediately with your host and await further instruction. You will be advised on the exact location of the assembly point by your host following this induction. All of our sites have designated marshals that will assist in the management of any incidents. The emergency alarms are tested weekly, however, they will only sound for a short duration. Your host will advise if any tests are planned to be carried out during your time on site. Smoking, including e-cigarettes, is only permitted in designated areas on site. Please ask where this area is if required. However, please note that smoking is strictly forbidden in all other areas of the site, including inside vehicles. The use of handheld mobile phones whilst driving or operating machinery is also strictly prohibited, and children and animals are not permitted on our facilities. The safety of everyone on our facility is Yorwaste's #1 priority. If at any point you're in doubt, stop what you're doing, call site staff and inform them of the situation, and wait for further guidance on what to do next. We ask that all site users report any accident, injury, near miss or hazardous situation to the site management immediately. The site has fully trained first aid personnel. The first aid facilities will be identified by your host and are equipped to treat minor injuries. All injuries must be reported to the site management immediately, however small. Always maintain a high standard of personal hygiene whilst working on site. Wash your hands before eating, drinking or smoking, and remember that the areas you may be working in could be contaminated with bacteria, mould, fungi and chemicals derived from waste. Most waste management sites also experience rat infestations at some time. Anybody working in the areas where they may accidentally come into contact with water contaminated by rats could be exposed to leptospirosis or Weil's disease. The infection can enter the body via damaged skin or accidental ingestion through the nose or mouth. Further information can be found in your induction notes. Now that you've been given instruction on our basic site safety requirements, you'll be asked to sign a declaration and be issued with a site pass. Hang on to this pass as it will give you site user access for a 12-month period, unless there are any significant changes in our health and safety procedures. Don't forget to take the time to read your induction notes, as they contain more detailed site procedures that may affect you. Remember, your safety is our #1 priority. Please always operate on site in a safe and responsible manner.